Hey guys, welcome back to Moneo Pura. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my cotton candy body butter. So I have made this body butter in the past. I will have that body butter linked in the description box below. However, this time around, I am only using two colors for this body butter. While the last one that I made, I think it was sometimes last year, I used three colors. So to make our cotton candy body butter, we're going to add 90 grams of cocoa butter. So what we're going to do is we're going to melt our cocoa butter using our coconut oil before adding our shea butter and sweet almond oil. So the reason I'm doing this is because cocoa butter can take a really long time to melt, and coconut oil can melt under high temperature. And to preserve the nutrients in my shea butter and also my sweet almond oil that I'm going to be using, I'm going to melt these two together first. So we're going to be adding 180 grams of coconut oil. So I'm going to melt the cocoa butter and the coconut oil first, and then we're going to come back to add our shea butter, melt that, and then add our sweet almond oil as well. And also to this formula, we're going to be adding cetyl alcohol to our body butter, and this really helps with the emollients in our body butter. So we're going to be adding 18 grams of cetyl alcohol to our cocoa butter and our coconut oil. We're going to melt this together before adding our shea butter. So now that our cocoa butter, cetyl alcohol and coconut oil have melted, we're going to add our shea butter. So for this formula, we're going to be adding 450 grams of shea butter. So I'm going to melt this and bring it back, and then we're going to add the rest of our oils. So to get my shea butter completely melted, I'm just going to mix this together until all the butter is completely melted. And once this is done, we're going to add our sweet almond oil and our ester. Make sure that there is no clumps of butter left in the mixture before you place it in the freezer, because it's just going to re-solidify and it's just going to make your body butter clumpy. So once that's done, we're going to add the rest of our oils. 135 grams of sweet almond oil. So the ester that I'm using is a C12 to C15. So I am only using 0.3% of this. You can use up to 10%. We're only going to be using 0.3%. So for this formula, we need 2.7. And this just helps to make the body butter less greasy, along with the arrowroot powder that I'm going to be using as well. So 2.7. And then we're going to mix this together and then cover this with a cling film, place this in the freezer. Once this has solidified, we're going to bring it back, whisk, and then add the rest of our cooled down ingredients, and then we are ready to pipe this into our containers. So I'm going to cover this now and then place it in the freezer. When I do bring it back, I am going to transfer this into a different container, a bigger one that will allow me to be able to whisk without creating any mess. So I'm happy with this, so let's cover and place in the freezer. Okay, so my body butter and oils have solidified to the texture that I prefer it to be. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it from this container into the bigger one, which will allow me to be able to whisk. Okay, and also I've decided to just go with just two colors as well, just to try and make my life a little bit easier. Okay guys, so I have whipped the body butter to the consistency that I absolutely love. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add my arrowroot powder, my fragrance, and my vitamin E oil. I've already measured out my fragrance and my vitamin E oils in here, and here is my arrowroot powder. Because I added the C12 to C15 to this formula, it's not actually greasy. But obviously when I add the arrowroot powder, it's going to give it, I don't know, a slightly creamier consistency, and that is why I'm actually adding the arrowroot powder. So I'm just gonna sprinkle the arrowroot powder in, and we're going to mix. We're going to fold this in like we would as if we're making a cake. So let's fold this in because I don't want this to splash everywhere as I am whisking with my mixer. So I am happy with this. So I'm going to mix this in for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to add our fragrance and vitamin E, of course. Now let's add our fragrance and vitamin E. You don't have to add vitamin E to this, but it's good because it helps preserve the oils. And also you don't have to use the C12 to C15 that I use. You can replace that with coconut oil, with sweet almond oil, with any oil of your choice as well. Just add that percentage to your oil favorite. Okay, so let's separate and add our colors. Like I said, I've decided to just use 2 colors because I think this will allow for me to be able to make more body butters if I just stick to 2 colors recipe. Okay, so I'm kind of struggling. I know I'm definitely using purple because I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if I should use purple and pink or blue and pink. So I think I'm going to use purple for sure, and I want to use pink, but I'm not sure how pink this will be, and I'm also afraid that this might be a bit too red. So I'm going to sample this out before using it. So I'm going to take a little bit from here. Okay, let's add it to this, and let's try this. Let's try this color and see if it gives it the pink that I like, that I would like. You guys see that? I think it is definitely giving it the pink that I would prefer. But I don't know. So let's try this pink. The only problem I have with this pink is that it's got a bit of a shimmer to it, and I'm not a fan of that shimmer. Okay, so this I think I'm going to go with the reddish color because this is a bit too purple for me. So that's what we're working with. So we've made our conclusion. So it's these 2 colors. Let's do the pink color first. Can you guys see that? Awesome. So I'm going to just go a little at a time, and I'm thinking I'm going to dissolve the color first in oil before adding it to the solution. Yeah, I think that is the best way to go. So I'm actually just dissolving the color in the same jar that I use for the fragrance oil. I'm going to add it slowly. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, I'm really happy with this color. So So we're going to set this to the side. We're going to work on our other color, which is the purple. I just need a hint of purple, so I don't need this to be super dark. So that is done. I'm going to pipe this down and get this into my container. So guys, I am so happy with how this body butter came out. The scent smells absolutely amazing, and also the color, guys, looks so stunning. Don't you guys agree? I love this body butter, and the feel is amazing. It's not greasy. It glides into your skin absolutely perfectly. So I'm going to leave this video here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when more videos do come up, and also follow us on our Instagram, on all our social media. I'm going to link that in the description box below. And also we have a wholesale website as well, fear.com, so I'll leave the link to that in the description box below as well. Go ahead and check us out if you're thinking of starting your own business. So until next time, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.